I've come from all over, but most recently Roanoke, Virginia. I came to Shelby to practice medicine for a variety of reasons. For one thing, I'd done my radiation oncology training at Chapel Hill, so I was familiar with the North Carolina area, as well as the fact that I went to medical school at Wake Forest and really liked North Carolina in general as a state. Plus, for me, it was close to the mountains and close to the beach and close to larger cities without having to deal with all the problems that one has in a large city. So Shelby was the perfect place for us. Shelby's a small town with really an easy lifestyle for us. It was a much quieter lifestyle than what we had even in Roanoke, Virginia, but yet we're 45 minutes from Charlotte, so when we want to go to the symphony or go to see a play, there's plenty to do in Charlotte. I also went to college in Atlanta, and we're only 3 hours from Atlanta, so for me that was an advantage as well. We're close to the highways, so it's easy access really to get most anywhere you want to go, and yet we don't have all the traffic and problems that some of the larger cities have. Of course, coming from Roanoke, Virginia, which is where I was before here, enjoy hiking and going to the mountains. We're not far from the Blue Ridge Parkway. We're probably about 30 minutes from South Mountain, which is a beautiful state park that we go to quite frequently in the summertime. And then we enjoy going to the beach as well, so we're not far from there. We have several friends that live on the lake, and so boating is fun up on the lake with Moss Lake nearby. So there's actually a lot to do for a small town. I have children who moved here when we've lived here now, gosh, going on 7 years. And we moved when my oldest daughter was in 10th grade, and she will be graduating from University of North Carolina, which was another advantage for us this year. And then I have twins who moved here when we were in 5th grade. So they've really enjoyed the area. And I think the other advantage of being in a smaller town compared to where we were in Virginia is they've met lots of kids and made lots of friends here. And our hard part's keeping up with them. I think the people that we serve here are just good, honest people. Many of them are farmers and have grown up in this area all of their lives. Many of the people have worked in textiles, and they have just been very open and very accepting of me as their physician and very caring. They're just wonderful, good people. I think one of the things I was concerned about, because I had been at a large hospital system when I was in Virginia, was whether or not we would be able to provide many of the things that I had been able to provide for patients in Virginia, and I've certainly been pleasantly surprised that that's the case. I, being an oncologist, have a wonderful medical oncology group that we work with. We're able to provide protocols through Charlotte, but here at Cleveland Regional for patients. We have, again, as a radiation oncologist, we're very dependent on our equipment, and we have state-of-the-art equipment in radiation oncology. We have had good support from administration in terms of providing the computer backup that we need for that, as well as new equipment as new things have become available. And then for things that aren't reasonable to provide in a rural setting, and even in many larger cities, we have access to in Charlotte. So we have a good relationship with the group in Charlotte for things we can't provide here. I think the other thing that's really been very nice is not only do we have good support amongst the medical staff for providing oncology care, but for those things we don't have here, such as gynecologic oncology, there's access to that in Charlotte as well. The other thing that I found very nice is with both Duke, University of North Carolina, and Wake Forest all in state, we have excellent access to the university centers for things that can't be provided anywhere else. So I think for a small community, we have more than what I would expect in terms of technology, and then in the wider spectrum, we have access to things that are state-of-the-art in the world.
So the tertiary care centers in these larger cities in North Carolina are as good as anywhere you're going to find?
I certainly would think that the tertiary care centers here in North Carolina are the best in the world. We have a state-of-the-art linear accelerator, which can provide electron energies as well as 3 X-ray energies. We have a new brachytherapy system for providing partial breast radiation. I would say we've been very well supported by both the community and the hospital. I am impressed with the physicians in the area. I think we have excellent primary care physicians who really care about their patients, and many of them either grew up in this area or have lived here a long time and have long-standing relationships with their patients, which is really unique, I think. And then we have excellent specialists. We have cardiologists in the community, pulmonary care here in Shelby, ear, nose, and throat, general surgery, GYN. So I think that pediatrics as well. I think that we really have excellent support both in primary care medicine and in areas of specialty care medicine. I left out urology. I shouldn't do that. We have good urologists too. I came from a background of living in large cities. I never imagined I would be living in a small town. But I think the thing I love about Shelby is it does have all the advantages of a small town with the advantages of having large towns nearby, so that you have excellent care within the community and excellent care outside of the community. It's in a wonderful location, close to the mountains, close to the beach, close to larger cities, close to highways. I can't think of another place I'd like to live right now.